Whether you're talking about Valentine's or just something for you, it's such a gorgeous gift. I digress. We've got more to do before we get there.
Have you ever had do you know how many times Royal Apothic has actually saved my life when it comes to gift giving? Because not only do you get this lovely keepsake tea tin, but you get two wonderful products. Look at this. You get a wonderful decadent hand cream, and then you get your beautiful eau de parfum. So you know that eau de parfum, second highest concentration of those essential oils in there. You're getting long-lasting fragrance. You're getting all of this in a keepsake tin, so cute, for $19.50. So pretty, you won't put it away.
And can we talk about the Beatles for a second? Because everybody's in love, right? So everybody's sort of back into like London fever and the UK craze. We just celebrated the 50th anniversary.
I get it.
Of their appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show. So many people are like loving the UK and talking about sort of a go back in time. Well, that's the experience that Royal Apothic delivers to you. It's like 18th century British romance. And you get these amazing choices that are really hard to find. I mean, they're in small boutique stores for much higher prices. You are getting your beautiful hand cream and the eau de parfum, and you have 3 scents to choose from. We have the Cutting Garden, which is their #1 seller, and Cutting Garden really is a floral scent.
It's a white floral, yeah.
Yeah, and then we've got the Holland Park, which is an award-winning fragrance in the Royal Apothic line, which is very like peaceful and romantic. And then the Venetian Grove, which is like your very rich, sweet, decadent fruits.
Like your Sicilian orange and your beautiful, yummy, bright notes in there. So let's talk about these fragrances too, because Sean O'Mara, the gentleman who actually created this line and started this line, he said he wanted to create something so incredibly beautiful you would never want to put it away. But then the products had to be so decadent that you would absolutely have to use them. So it wouldn't just be something sitting on the shelf. So he created these fragrances. Each one took more than a year to create. In fact, the award-winning Holland Park took over 4 years to create, and dozens and dozens and dozens of prototypes until he got the right thing. So let's talk you through each one of them so you know what you're going to get before you make your choice. Now, Cutting Garden, and I have a feeling I know, every single fragrance has been inspired by one of his travels. Cutting Garden is inspired in this beautiful garden at a very famous manor. So top note, white florals. Middle note, which is the heart, the gardenia, the rose, the star jasmine, lily of the valley. And then the bottom note, what you're left with is that amazing, one-of-a-kind fragrance, tuberose.
I gotta tell you, for me, that does it.
Oh my gosh, have you ever just had literally one stalk of that tuberose in the house and the whole house is fragrant and beautiful?
Well, it feels like you're like on a tropical island. There's something incredibly relaxing about it, very romantic. For me, when we talk about like diffusers and stuff, tuberose is always a fragrance I go to and I swear by. So to have that be what you're left with, that bottom note that carries you through the day, you're going to find yourself going to your hand, going to wherever you applied the eau de parfum all day with that tuberose bottom. So that is the Cutting Garden, which is their #1 seller because of that white floral, that tuberose experience.
Then you go to Holland Park.
Yeah.
Holland Park is their award-winning fragrance, and this one's really different and beautiful. So top notes, what you first hear or smell: peach, the magnolia, the lemon. The mid notes, the orange blossom, once again, the jasmine, the lily of the valley. And then the bottom, little more mystery, a little more sensual, the white musk. And this one's based on one of his favorite places back home, the famous Holland Park in London. So peaceful, one of his most happy places in the world. That's award-winning. And then the third one is the Venetian Grove.
Right. So the Venetian Grove has a lot of very like succulent fruits in it. I mean, it's very, very easy to understand. Your bottom note is clove. Your middle is that black currant plum, very, very rich, almost a little tart, and then that soft, sweet citrus orange. And then rose sits at the top note. So, and it's a rose leaf, so it's not incredibly overly rosy and floral.
Yeah, it's fresh.
Yeah, very, very fresh.
A little bit of freshness in there. So you can't go wrong with either of these. They're goof-proof. And then I want you to take a look at the beautiful little tea tin that you get this with, because these are just darling. They're really charming. They make the most incredible gifts. And really, he also said that you could absolutely layer these. They're meant to be layered and customized the way you'd like. So if this is something you're thinking about at this price, once again, original price was $32.50. Today, it's a Beauty Best Buy price of $19.50.
And you know,
and if you get it on express shipping, you get this us on time for all those last-minute gifts we forgot about Valentine's.
And you know, when you see the experience, to me this feels very like bed and breakfast. You know, like I stayed at like a local inn. I have that very local flavor, that mom and pop experience. And you really only see this brand in very, very small boutiques. So to be able to get it here at HSN, to be able to get it at a Beauty Best Buy price, you know. And I know my mom's a little Beatle crazy right now, so she's talking about everything UK. So it really tells that full story. So that's it.